Imagine my dismay when, upon removing this knitting loom from the drawer, I discovered the pegs had rusted. It's a vintage loom with cotter pins as pegs, and I do live in a humid climate, and it's very, very old. So although it hasn't been mistreated, I guess that is what happened. Too much humidity and too much time. This particular loom is kind of special to me, so I thought I would try to restore it. And my first try is magic erasers from Mr. Clean because I've had good success with machine knitting needles. The erasers are getting at the rust. They are slowly removing it. I'm twisting and turning it so you can see what it is I'm working on, and I'm sorry, I know it doesn't show up beautifully in the picture. It's only a light coating of rust, but you can't knit with anything other than completely smooth surfaces. The yarn will hang up and it will stain your knitting. So we've got to get this rust off one way or another. And while the magic eraser is working, you can see that it's also disintegrating very fast. You do see the rust is coming off, so I have hope that it's not so deep that I can't salvage these pegs, but I think I'm going to need to up my game a little bit. Magic erasers do what they do because they are microscopically abrasive. I think I need a somewhat more aggressive abrasive, so the next thing up on my tool list is very fine steel wool, and I get to work with that next. And it is making faster progress, but it's still slow, and I'm also worried about the rust recurring. And my husband suggests I try LPS 1, soaking down the whole thing, and a wire brush and this dental pick to get inside of the openings in the cotter pins. LPS 1 displaces moisture, so that should help prevent future rust, and also it will soak into the wood and we hope do no harm whatsoever. It also loosens the rust and facilitates the mechanical cleaning. After doing that, I'm able to use the magic eraser again to remove the rust residue that's been loosened and the extra LPS product. I believe that's clean. Now I just have to let it rest and see how it's going to knit after all that LPS is soaked into the wood. A day later, I'm happy to report that everything is dry to the touch, the pegs are shiny, the wood actually looks great, and it's knitting beautifully, not staining the fabric. Yay! If you don't know where to get LPS 1, we have found it at both Grainger and Amazon. Be careful, LPS makes a number of products, and this is the only one I would use for this purpose. I'm working on a video about making a project that has contrasting edges all the way around, so you can look for that shortly. It would be suitable for scarves, blankets, pot holders, anything with an even shape.